So Father Steve,
Hey, Phil.
in the short time that I've been here, I almost feel like an explorer like Isaac Newton or Galileo looking through a telescope. And when I look through that telescope, I see the 7 C's. I see there's a sense of content and critical thinking that we do with our students, that we provide an environment where there's collaboration and communication, and we certainly try to instill levels of confidence and creativity. But of all those, the C that's really the most important, that pervades everything that we do and gives us that focus in the telescope, is a sense of Catholic values. And I think that you've done such a wonderful job here of instilling that in our students.
All of the things you're talking about, those other 6 C's, partly come from our Catholic values. Because we believe that every single person is so valuable, so important, every one made in God's image and likeness, that's the reason that we say our passion is the best possible you. We want every single student to be really the best version of himself, right? So one of the ways we learn more of our Catholic values is through listening to Scripture, especially at Mass. And one of the great gifts here is we have Mass at the different levels. So on Mondays, 3rd through 5th grade. On Tuesday, we 6th through 12. And actually, even though we have 6th through 12, every week, Father Robert or I, one of us will take the Mass in the church. The other one of us comes right here to the chapel here in school, and we'll have it with a smaller group. 1st and 2nd grade on Wednesday, and on Friday, preschool and kindergarten. So we can actually talk about the Scriptures and those values at a level that's appropriate for those students. And it allows those groups then to think about what the faith teaches us at a level that they can handle, understand, and then put into practice.
There's so many different ways to engage Christ into our lives. And even one of the ways that we do it so well here is through music.
You know, not only do we have the band, which itself is a great thing, but so much of music we're able to use in the Mass. Then, again, at an appropriate age level, we have the Benedictine Children's Chorus, and then, of course, we also have the strings, which add such beauty to some of our liturgies, everything we do. So just because we're in math class doesn't mean there isn't an appreciation of God's presence there. And in math, we learn how to describe the world. We realize what an amazing gift God gave us. Whether it's science class, art, any of those classes, right? That once we get touched by that sense of God's presence and love, it can permeate everything that we do, right? Again, realizing I may not be able to do everything, but there are some great gifts that God has given me. I can make a difference with whatever gifts I have been given.
I think it's so wonderful that all children deserve to have the best possible education, the best possible spirituality in their lives. In our school, it's such a special place that we can create a symmetry between education and spirituality and everything that we do here.
Well, and that's why our annual school fund is so important, right? Because it allows us to provide a Catholic school, a place where our values really allow us to give students the opportunity to learn about confirmation, First Communion, all the sacraments that teach them about God's love and care in their life. And that's why we say,
Our passion is the best